In the 1,000-year history of Windsor, Monday will be one of its biggest days. On the eve of the Queen's funeral, thousands lined up to leave flowers at the gates to her famous home.
Thank you for everything.
8-year-old Amy Mae White left a note with a poem she wrote.
You worked in an ambulance, you worked in the war. You made us smile and did lots more.
She was reigning for 70 years. I can't imagine how anyone can deal with everything that's happened over the last 70 years and still smile.
Though the state funeral is in central London, Windsor will host the final act. This is Windsor's Long Walk, the route that the procession carrying the Queen's casket will follow tomorrow, through the gates, into the castle, and ending at St. George's Chapel. There, a smaller committal service will take place, and later the Queen will be buried next to her late husband, Prince Philip. Windsor's Royal Stables have been the home base for members of the RCMP musical ride this week. The Queen specifically asked they be included in her funeral. In fact, the Mounties will lead part of the procession through London.
It's a big honor to be part of it. And to have been chosen, I never thought I could be here.
The men from the Royal Canadian Mounted Police were on a visit to Britain.
The Queen's affection for horses and the RCMP was legendary. Famously, she rode Burmese, a gift from the Mounties, for trooping the colour for 18 consecutive years. The 4 horses that will lead this procession were also gifted to the Queen: Sir John, Darby, Elizabeth and George. Most recently, 3 were ridden by royals at the Queen's Jubilee in June.
A lot of it was familiarization with the horses that we're going to be using, so that we get the feel and to get to know how they react to different scenarios.
One of the hardest tasks that we have for this duty is the slow pace in which we're walking. So for horses, that can actually be quite difficult.
The slow ride from Westminster to Marble Arch, with hundreds of thousands watching, is expected to take 45 minutes and require absolute concentration.
There's going to be a lot of going on each side, so for them it's going to be stressful too. So hopefully we'll help each other to stay calm.
The rehearsals here are almost done. The lawn chairs are out, and people are camping overnight to get the best view. Windsor is ready to say goodbye. Chris Brown, CBC News in Windsor.